Hi everyone, it's Adina at Valley Lifestyles. I am going to lead you through a moving mindful meditation. So this is not your traditional seated meditation. We'll be moving the whole time in a slow, mindful way. So moving meditation, get ready, get started. We're going to start standing. Go ahead and place the feet about hips width distance apart. If you're unsure as to what that is, you can bend down and measure. It's about the distance of 2 fists. And we're starting in mountain pose, Tadasana. Every pose is built from the ground up, so make sure that the toes lift up off the mat, spread them as wide as you can, and then place them back down on the mat. Maybe you can find the color of your mat in between each toe. And if not, you can just even spread the toes with the fingers. Root down through the feet, lift the kneecaps to engage the legs, tuck the tailbone under. Take a breath in, lift the shoulders up, feel the chest lift, exhale, slide the shoulder blades down the back, rest the arms alongside the body, palms out and open. And as the chest lifts, make sure that the rib cage doesn't pop out. So kind of knit the rib cage in. Chin is parallel to the mat, back of the skull draws to the back of the room. Close the eyes, find the softness, and stay here in this very strong Tadasana. And start to notice. Use this pose to notice, and notice first the challenge of maintaining this posture, but finding the softness to create the breath and to notice it. It takes a lot of work to root down into the feet, to keep the chest lifted and the shoulders away from the ears. See if you can lift out of the waist, get a little taller. Really come to notice the breath. Notice the inhale and the exhale. Breath in and breath out. And any sensation or thought that crosses the mind or the body, take it in, notice it, let it go. And become aware of whether you have found some sort of contraction. Maybe you're scrunching the brow or the jaw to notice. Make sure everything softens, yet maintain the integrity of this pose. Notice the inhale. Notice the exhale. You don't have to control the breath or manipulate it. This is just about becoming acquainted with the breath while we stand here in this strong pose. You're going to start to deepen the breath. And then start to slowly open the eyes if they're closed. Breathe in, reach the arms overhead. And exhale the arms down. This now becomes your mindful moving meditation. Feet are firmly rooted, kneecaps are still lifted. The tailbone is still tucking under. Palms up, inhale, reach the arms overhead. Exhale, palms down, arms rest alongside the body. Inhale, palms up, reach the arms overhead. Exhale, palms down, arms rest alongside the body. I'm going to stop talking and show you what the breath should sound like. come back to that. You can do as many rounds of that as you need. It's actually very, very calming, just to find that repetitive movement and link it to the breath. Before we return to that, we're going to take Mushti Mudra. So you're going to curl the left hand into a fist with the thumb resting on the ring finger. And you're going to bring it right into the belly, right underneath the belly button. And then just cover that left fist with your right hand. Try to press that fist into the belly, lift the chest. You're going to come to the top of your mat if you're not already there. And you're just going to stay here with this mudra. Mushti means fist. So we often think of the fist as a sign of aggression or anger or extreme emotion. But this mudra actually balances out all those emotions in the palm of the hand and kind of releases them and lets them go. So maintaining this Mushti Mudra, with the eyes open, start to mindfully take steps back towards the back of your mat, nice and slow. Really feeling the mat underneath your feet. And then when you reach the edge, you're just going to take a nice slow walk forward. For some of you, this might be quite challenging. If this is not challenging for you and you want to really get mindful and deep into the body, test the balance, close the eyes. So I'm going to close my eyes now, and you'll see how much slower I need to walk to maintain my balance. Keep the core engaged and really just start to feel the mat underneath the feet. Keep the chest lifted and just try to get so mindful that you notice every single step. When you reach the back of your mat, you can take a slow walk forward. Whether you're doing this with the eyes open or closed. Mine are closed. I'm moving very carefully, very slowly. Feeling the sole of the foot hit the mat, peeling the heel up, placing it back down, and then you'll get to the top of your mat and you'll pause. And maybe you've strayed a little bit off your mat, that's okay. Release the fists, inhale, reach the arms overhead, and we'll come back to those moving meditative arm sweeps. Inhale up, exhale down. This time inhale up, exhale the hands to prayer, hinge at the hip, fold forward. Hands come down to the mat. Place the hands on the shins, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise, sweep the arms overhead. Exhale, the hands down to the heart, hinge at the hip, fold forward. Uttanasana, hands come down to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. And we're just going to repeat this. Exhale, hands to the heart, hinge at the hip, fold forward. I'm going to show you what this sounds like with the breath. We're going to add on. Breathe in, lift halfway up. Exhale, fold. Breathe in, root to rise, sweep the arms overhead. Exhale, the hands down to the heart. Inhale, cactus, open the arms. Exhale, prayer, hinge forward, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, prayer. Inhale, cactus. Exhale, prayer. Fold. Take the entire exhale to land. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise, reach it up. Top of the breath, fingertips meet. Exhale, prayer to the heart. Inhale, cactus. Exhale, prayer. hinge, fold. A few more. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise. Exhale, prayer. Inhale, cactus. Exhale, prayer. Fold. One more, just with the breath. Inhale brings you up. Exhale it down to prayer. Inhale, cactus. Exhale, prayer. Fold. Find your forward fold here. If you need a little time, if this is feeling good, you can take a stretch here. You can take hold of the elbows, sway from right to left. Keep the knees soft, maybe a gentle shake of the head, yes and no. Maybe you pedal out the feet. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Good, you're in your 5-pointed star. So heel toe the feet out a little bit further. And just find this 5-pointed star. Exhale to warrior 2 from your 5-pointed star. So you're going to lift the right toes, pivot on the right heel, spin the right toes forward, and start to bend into that front leg. And you're probably going to need to heel toe that back foot out a little bit, get a little longer, and bring the arms down. Shoulder height, tee them open. Gazes over the right middle finger. And then we're just going to inhale, 5-pointed star. It's always a pivot on the heel. Exhale, 2. Inhale, 5-pointed star. Exhale, 2. Notice how slowly you need to move. Inhale, 5-pointed star. Exhale, 2. Inhale, 5-pointed star. Exhale, 2. Take your time to lift the toes and pivot on the heel. Inhale, 5-pointed star. Exhale, warrior 2, back of the mat. Inhale, 5-pointed star. Exhale, warrior 2, front. Inhale, 5-pointed star. Exhale, warrior 2, back. And as you get into this meditative dance, notice that it starts to become a little more fluid. And the breath just carries you. And maybe you can even close the eyes, who knows? So it's just the breath taking you in between these two postures, front to back. That's all it is. Very simple movements. And then we'll just add on. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, 2. Inhale, 5-pointed star. Exhale, 2 to the back. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, 2. Inhale, 5-pointed star. Exhale, 2 to the front. Soft, short movements. This doesn't have to be your deepest pose. Exhale, 2. Inhale, 5-pointed star. Exhale, 2. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, 2. Inhale, 5-pointed star. So now start to make it fluid. Notice the range of motion you need to make it really fluid. And the breath is really carrying you. You want to get so involved with the breath that you forget everything else. The breath initiates the pose, it carries you through, it holds you, it supports you there. You're getting deep into the body, completely out of the mind. If the stance gets too wide, then just reconnect it. So it's inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. We'll hold it here. Feel free to do that for as many rounds as you need. Good. Exhale, hands to the heart. The feet are wide. Start to hinge at the hip with a flat back and find a wide-legged forward fold. Hands come down to the mat. If the hands don't reach the mat, take a stack of towels or a stack of books or some blocks and just place the hands on those props, the props that you chose, and just stay here in your forward fold. If the feet are super wide out, right, it's easier for the head to come down to the mat. We don't want to do that today. We want the feet wide, the stance wide, but not wide enough that the head comes down to the mat. If you're super flexible, your head might come down to the mat, but just enough so that you feel a nice stretch in the back of the legs, keeping the weight of the body pretty much equally distributed throughout the foot, a little more forward. Keep the knees nice and soft. And we'll just stay here. You can place that left hand underneath the eyes gaze. Breathe in and just peel that right shoulder back. You can rest the right hand on the lower back. And then bring it to center. Right hand under the eyes gaze, left hand on the lower back. Inhale, just twist gently to the left. And then bring it back to center. Good. Heel toe the feet in. Find your traditional forward fold. And then bend the knees. Come down to a squat. You can hug the knees in. If the heels are way up off the mat, you can take a couple of towels and place them underneath the heels. Come to rest on the seat. Extend the legs long. Move the flesh from the sit bones, from the thighs. Melt the back of the thighs into the mat. Feet are flexed, toes are spread. Take a breath in. And before we find our forward fold, whatever props you took, if you feel the shoulders rounding forward here and it's very difficult for you to sit up straight, place a blanket or two underneath the seat. If you feel any pulling behind the knees, bend the knees or place some blankets underneath the knees. You can take a strap or an old tie for around the feet. Otherwise, we're just going to start to stretch the arms across the tops of the legs and take hold of either your strap or the feet. Inhale brings you forward. Lengthen the rib cage over the thighs. Exhale hinges you at the hip. And this might be a very slow dance of an inhale with a lift and a lengthening and an exhale. Maybe you keep playing with the breath. You don't just settle here. You keep finding that breath. Inhale to lengthen. Widen that rib cage over the tops of the legs. Find the length in the back body. Exhale, hinge a little bit deeper. You might be doing this for 10, 15 minutes. Pause your tape, play with this. And then when you've had enough, just settle in. You can take another stack of blankets or a pillow, place them on top of your legs, rest your forehead on that support, rest your belly on that support. This could be your restorative pose for the week. A supported Paschimottanasana, forward fold. And if you are taking this posture in a supported way with a bolster or a pillow on top of the thighs, you can hold this pose for a good 5-10 minutes, resting on the right cheek and then the left. Bring it in. Let's just cross the legs, come into a Sukhasana seat. Let's take a twist. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, twist it to the right. Press the right fingertips into the mat. Use that left palm against the right thigh to deepen the twist. Not yanking, not pulling. Just a soft, gentle twist. Inhale to center. Reach the arms up, exhale, twist to the left. And now turn this into something more mindful. Find the breath. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. A moving meditation. Close the eyes. Inhale brings you to center. Exhale takes you into the twist. Start to get really soft with your movements, really fluid. Let this moving meditation bring you fully into the body, completely out of the mind. You're following the breath. You're letting it guide you, letting it lead you into each pose. And then settle and center. When you're ready, exhale the hands down to the hearts. If the eyes are not already closed, go ahead and softly close them down. Soften all the muscles of the face. Notice the quality of the breath now in stillness. And stay here. Close out your mindful practice in your Sukhasana seat, just you and your breath. Noticing the inhale and the exhale. And more importantly, noticing that space in between the inhale and the exhale. Sink into that. That's where meditation lies. And when you're done, you'll deepen the breath, gently open the eyes. Thank you for letting me guide you through this moving meditation. Have a beautiful day. Namaste.